This new restaurant in LA has matcha mac and cheese, and I couldn't get here fast enough. Oh my God, y'all. I can't even lie, this is dangerous.
By now, I'm sure a lot of you have come across those eerily perfect videos on TikTok. The ones featuring people who seem just a little too flawless to be real. That's because they're not. These AI-generated influencers look, move, and even talk like real people, but they don't actually exist. And the craziest part, most of the time, you wouldn't even know they're fake unless someone told you. The skin textures, the lighting, the micro expressions, it's all been fine-tuned to feel almost human. But behind the scenes, there's no real person, just code, algorithms. It's basically at this point a digital puppet show.
Guys, the reason why we broke up is because he cheated. No.
You said we were taking a break, so make up your damn mind.
You don't need a face, a voice, or even a pulse to be famous online anymore. That role you used to dream about, becoming an influencer, building a brand, connecting with fans, it's now being handed off to AI avatars who never eat, never sleep, and never mess up their skincare routine. And it's not just fun or experimental anymore. These AI influencers are working with big brands, racking up millions of followers, and getting sponsorship deals. Some of them even have full-blown personalities, backstories, and relationship drama, all scripted, all manufactured. So the question is, if AI can do all this, where does that leave human creators? Let's zoom out for a second. This whole thing might sound like a futuristic concept, but it's already here, and it's exploding on TikTok right now. These are the new wave of AI influencers. They're younger, faster, and way more tailored to go viral in today's attention economy. Scroll through your For You page, and you'll start to notice them. Perfect skin, perfect lighting, voices that sound oddly familiar, but with a robotic smoothness you can't quite place. These aren't just avatars playing around. They're full-blown characters, built from scratch to be hyper-engaging, algorithm-friendly content machines. Some of them post skits, others lip-sync, dance, react to trends, or even give advice. And the wild part is, they're pulling in real numbers, thousands, sometimes millions of views, brand partnerships, affiliate links, fan bases, all without ever picking up a phone, turning on a ring light, or even existing. And for companies, it's a no-brainer. These AI personalities don't need breaks. They don't get tired, they don't age, and they definitely don't get into controversies or demand better contracts. You can generate an entire month's worth of posts in minutes, test which version performs better, and scale the influencer endlessly across different niches. It's cheap, it's controllable, and it's unbelievably fast. But here's where things get uncomfortable, especially for human creators. Because suddenly, it's not just about standing out in a sea of influencers anymore. Now you're competing against digital beings who don't sleep, don't eat, and never burn out. They don't get camera shy. They don't need to find their niche. They were built for the niche. And honestly, for creators who've spent years building up an audience through real hard work, this shift feels more than a little threatening. Not just creatively, but existentially. Let's be honest, we're all kind of suckers for beautiful content. Clean aesthetics, perfect lighting, smooth transitions, it just hits. And AI influencers, they've cracked that code almost too well. Every post is flawlessly curated. Their faces, ridiculously symmetrical, not a single pore in sight. And the captions, just human enough to feel relatable, but polished enough to avoid anything too awkward or real. And yeah, it works. You scroll, you like, you move on. Half the time, you probably don't even realize you're interacting with something that isn't human. But that's where it starts to get weird, because once the line between real and AI gets blurry, it messes with how we connect, who we trust, and even what we expect from each other. A recent study from Pew found that nearly half of Gen Z can't reliably tell when an influencer is AI generated, especially in short-form video. And honestly, it's not their fault. These avatars don't just look real. They talk, emote, and react like digital actors powered by next-gen tech. And it's not just about being fooled, it's about feeling betrayed. When one AI influencer blew up on TikTok, most of her followers had no clue she wasn't a real person. They liked her vibe, her stories, her day-in-the-life posts. Then came the reveal. She was just a character, part of a content pipeline. And a lot of people felt duped. There's something unsettling about getting advice, life tips, or relatable content from someone who literally doesn't exist. And here's where it gets even heavier. When all we see are these perfectly optimized, tireless digital personalities, it starts to warp how we see real people. In China, for example, AI livestream hosts are replacing real people in e-commerce. They talk, smile, sell, and interact in real time. No breaks, no sleep, no salaries. So yeah, it makes sense that people are starting to feel uneasy, because when flawless starts to feel normal, real starts to feel like it's not enough.